What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Just got some errands to run. Got a film shoot tomorrow, but real quick, I want to talk to you guys about a film you need to watch. If you haven't watched, most of the people that's watching this, I know they've watched this film, but my thing, old films that still hit and old films that you need to go watch again, because a good film is like a poem or like a Bible verse. You read it one point in your life, it might mean something else. You read it another point in your life, it might mean something totally different. Films hit like that. And today we want to talk about Harlem Nights. If you ain't seen Harlem Nights, I just don't know what to tell you. Now, listen, I grew up, I was born in 79, I grew up in the 80s, 90s, whatever, so I was right there when it happened. I understand some of y'all just got to the planet in the late 90s, 2000s, whatever, so maybe you grew up under some bad parenting and you just haven't seen it. But if you haven't seen it, it stars a lot of people, first of all. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Foxx, and the list goes on. I don't want to spell anybody's name or say anybody's name incorrectly, but I'll tell you this. Everybody that's on screen in that movie, just about, is a legend, was a legend at the time, is a legend, or later became a legend. Awesome, funny movie, but it's a funny movie, but like a lot of movies that have humor in them, it's really talking about some heavy stuff. But there's so many quotes from this movie, so many motifs, so many things that come from this movie that you wouldn't even, if you haven't seen this movie, you wouldn't even recognize. And of course, this movie kind of borrows from a lot of gangster movies, sort of gangster movies before. But the premise of it is, it's back in the day, around that speakeasy time, New York City. There's Sugar, which is Rich Pryor's character, owns a club, a nightclub. There's casino type deal. A lot of that stuff was illegal at the time, and it's a jumping place. He's a self-made man. His son, who is played by Eddie Murphy, which it's sort of his adopted son, but if you watch the film, you know what I'm talking about. But his son, played by Eddie Murphy, is essentially his right-hand man. So they're doing really good. And then, the character that Jasmine Guy plays, Jasmine Guy, woo, fire. She comes in, red dress, shuts the place down. Eddie Murphy's character gotta know what's going on. Richard Pryor warns him about it because she's the girlfriend of this big time gangster named Calhoun. But anyway, there's some, if you were a fan of the Martin, the TV show, there's a character in there that you're gonna see and you're gonna love, and it's gonna make you feel good if you haven't seen this film. But once again, go see the film if you have not seen the film. Maybe this is a little bit of spoilers, I don't know, but you need to go see this film if you haven't seen this film. It's one of those movies that at the time when I was young, I received it, oh, this is a comedy, ha ha ha, we laughed. You see black excellence all through this film. And, a lot of people say they don't see that, they hadn't seen a lot of that. But I grew up watching, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, all these types of people. And that's really all they put on screen. I never really paid attention to the other junk. But this film, so basically, he starts messing with Calhoun's girl. But on the side note, Calhoun is a gangster, white dude who has his own bars and stuff. But he finds out that his bars and stuff aren't doing that good anymore. But the black man's Sugar stuff is jumping. So he does what's always been done. Hey, I want to cut it at. Or he sends his cop flunky over to scare them. Eddie Murphy's character is about it. You know what I mean? He about that action. He been about that action since he was a kid. And he's like, nah, that ain't running. You know, he wants to get real tough. Sugar, Richard Pryor's character, the older, wiser character, is like, yo, we not gangsters. We don't need that drama, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, Calhoun, you know, kind of figures out that the girl likes Eddie, the Jasmine character, likes Eddie. So he basically tells her to go hook up with him. Yeah, it's that gangster. He tells her basically to go hook up with him. And it's so many it's so interesting. And there's some shooting, car chasing, nice old cars. I think that era is probably the 1920s and 30s, around there, based on the cars. But yeah, man, it's absolute fire, man. And I don't want to overstate it, because like I said, when I was growing up, Harlem Nights was just it. I don't even know what to tell you. Like that, like it was everybody in that film. If you don't know, I'm telling you, you can look up every character, white and black. They're all legends. They're all at the top of their game. They're all very notable. And the premise, and like I said, the premise hits hard because of everything that's been going on lately. But it's good. You gotta see Harlem Nights if you haven't seen Harlem Nights. So that's my throwback movie that you gotta go see. Harlem Nights, Harlem Nights, Harlem Nights. Side note, we think about Eddie Murphy as a legendary comedian, but if you go back and look at a lot of the films, most of the films, if not all of the films, Eddie Murphy Productions actually is a part of the production, one of the production companies. So Eddie Murphy always been smart about his business. And that's why I'm always glad to hear about the amount of comics that he's mentored and he considers close friends, and all of them are legends, which is crazy. But anyway, Harlem Nights, Harlem Nights, Harlem Nights. You gotta go see Harlem Nights if you haven't seen it. You can stream it. It's on most of the streaming platforms. I think I saw it on, what did I see it on? Amazon, Hulu, one of them. But no, I actually saw it on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. Yep. Yeah, Harlem Nights, man. I don't even know what else to tell you. It's just a classic film. And whew, Jasmine Guy is just an absolute goddess in that film. And and I'm sure y'all know about the Sunshine piece. If you don't know about the Sunshine piece, you need to go ahead and watch this and find out a little bit about Sunshine. Anyway, hey, if you ain't never seen it, you ain't gotta tell nobody you ain't never seen it. Just go see it. Just go see it. You know what I'm saying? Just go see it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even tell nobody. Just go watch it in your private, in your private time. And, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta tell nobody. But anyway, that's my throwback for the day. Go see Harlem Nights. Go see Harlem Nights. Go see Harlem Nights. Y'all stay up.